Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. DEF CON 8 early bird tickets are now on sale. LayerZero publishes a full post-mortem on the KelpDAO exploit. And Tony Worstrader explains block-level access lists. All this and more starts right after this message. ETH Daily sponsorships are now open. Reach over 10,000 Ethereum native subscribers every weekday. Learn more at ethdaily.io/sponsor. The Ethereum Foundation opened early bird ticket sales for DEF CON 8, with general admission priced at $349. The tickets are purchasable using only ETH for payments via Pretix, an open source ticketing platform. Tickets are available at tickets.defcon.org. DEF CON 8 takes place November 3rd through the 6th, 2026 in Mumbai, India. Future sale waves will open at higher prices. Wave 1 launches in June at $699. Discounted and free tickets will be available for Indian residents, core developers, open source contributors, and students. LayerZero Labs released a detailed post-mortem on the April 18th attack on KelpDAO's RSETH bridge. LayerZero attributed the attack to threat actor Trader, the same group behind the $1.5 billion Bybit hack in February 2025. The attack began 6 weeks earlier on May 6th. When an attacker tricked a LayerZero developer into cloning a malicious GitHub repo that dropped malware on their machine, harvesting session keys, and opening a path into LayerZero's internal RPC infrastructure. The attacker quietly poisoned 2 internal RPC nodes to return forged chain state while appearing clean to LayerZero's own monitoring tools, and on the day of the exploit launched a denial of service attack against an external RPC provider to force the DVN signing service onto the compromised nodes. The result was a valid attestation for a fabricated cross-chain message. LayerZero pointed blame to KelpDAO's single DVN setup that allowed one valid attestation to unlock 116,500 RSETH on Ethereum mainnet. LayerZero says it will now refuse to sign as the sole required attester on any channel. And lastly, Ethereum researcher Tony Worstrader published an explainer on EIP 7928, the execution layer headliner in the Glamsterdam upgrade. The proposal attaches a block access list to every Ethereum block, a structured record of every account and storage slot a block touches, along with a log of what changed after each transaction. It allows clients to parallelize execution, prefetch state from disk before a block even starts running, compute post-state roots on the fly, and sync the chain head without the slow peer negotiation healing phase SnapSync currently requires. Glamsterdam is expected to ship at a 200 million block gas limit. EPBS, the Glamsterdam consensus layer headliner, scales it even further by giving validators up to 4x more time for execution, where Shader frames the two proposals as a 10x scaling improvement from baseline with no hardware upgrades required. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.